What is an MVP? A minimum viable product is a basic version of an application. Thus, the MVP development process is a procedure by which a new product is built with core functionalities. The main purpose of an MVP is to test the target audience's response to it. After this step, an actual product with full features is developed. An MVP is a version of a product with just enough features to be usable by early adopters. The goal of an MVP is not to have a fully fledged product, but to test critical assumptions and gather feedback from users. When you should or not build an MVP? Every business is different, and so is every product. However, there are some general guidelines you can follow to help you decide whether an MVP is right for your business. Do you have a complex product? Is your product novel or innovative? Are you targeting a niche market? Do you have limited resources? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then an MVP could be a good option for you. Building an MVP involves a streamlined approach to develop a basic version of a product with essential features. Here are the core 5 steps for building an MVP. Conduct market research. Decide what problem you want to solve. List the product's features. Build your MVP. Build, measure, and learn. How much does it cost to build an MVP? There are generally 3 types of costs associated with building an MVP: development, hosting, and marketing costs. Development costs will include items such as paying your developers or designers, as well as any tools or software required. Hosting costs will cover things like server fees and domain registration. Marketing costs will vary depending on how you plan to promote your MVP, but could include paid ads, PR, or content creation. The most important factor in determining the cost of an MVP is its size and scope. A smaller MVP will generally be less expensive to develop than a larger one. This is because a smaller MVP will require less work from the development team and will take less time to complete. Another factor that can influence the cost of an MVP is the platform to build it. If the MVP is being developed for a new platform, it may cost more than if it were being developed for an existing platform. The team of developers working on the MVP can also influence its cost. If the team is experienced in developing MVPs, they will likely do so at a lower cost than if the team is less experienced. Finally, the location where the MVP will be developed can also influence its cost. If the MVP is being developed in a country with a high cost of living, it will likely cost more than if it were being developed in a country with a lower cost of living. Onix-Systems has over 23+ years of experience in MVP development. We have a team of experienced developers who are experts in their field and can help you create a successful MVP. We've helped businesses of all sizes, from startups to small and middle businesses, launch their products successfully. One of the projects we made an MVP for is Adoric. We created an MVP for Adoric in record time, allowing the startup to validate its business idea and secure funding rapidly. Our experts used a lean approach, focusing on the core features that would be most valuable to users. The result is a beautiful and functional website that received rave reviews from users and investors alike. Drop us a line if you need a consultation on creating your future MVP. Let's build something meaningful together.